For the time being, Shelder seems to be completely unresponsive. She's just kind of laying in the sand. She doesn't seem to mind being buried. She's just there.
Fine. Go ahead and pout. He just like lays down in the sand. But if you want like a good trainer and you want to have a good life, he just like points at her side from the side, just like, then you know where to go.
There is no answer
she,
from the Shelder.
while she considers that being, would Shelter be on your team? Who would you send back?
What?
Sorry, you're roboting a little bit.
Said if you do get Shelter, are you gonna keep her on your team? Are you gonna swap out?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, man, Aurelia has been pulling for my team so hard, and I hate to trade her out, but when we're on land and not near the ocean, it's kind of hard to use her at all. He just like reaches out and kind of pats the side of Aurelia's head gently.
Just for fun, actually, okay, roll me an insight check, if you can.
Can I insight? Yeah. 14.
Aurelia, as you glance over at her, you see that she's been kind of like... She's been in the water, slowly looking out at you, and she seems pretty grumpy. It seems that she's a little bit angry that you've been ignoring her, and she's pretty hurt at this point. But when you glance over and pet her, she seems to more or less be like, alright, fine.
I'm sorry you got tackled by a Shelder. I was busy trying not to die.
She just kind of floats next to you. She's not... It seems that you paying attention to her again, as opposed to leaving her out in the surf without saying anything after the entire thing gone down, kind of helps. But she still seems uncertain.
I was a little preoccupied, you know, trying to maybe make your new friend not hate us.
Really,
and, you know,
glances over
maybe
towards
breaking a couple fingers. Fine. Don't give me that. You did a good job. What else do you want from me?
I like how Milo's just so surrounded by his Pokemon. I imagine he has all three of them on his lap and is just kind of hugging them all at the same time.
Yep, that's pretty much what's happened as he's come back. Everyone except Shelder. He's just watching Shelder to see what she does. Listening to V.
As this is all happening, I would say Ivory and Pyra also come over. They seem to have taken like a mild curiosity in Shelder, and since you're the one kind of pointing to it and looking at it, they both kind of approach with that dog/cat curiosity and are just begin to paw at it one by one, trying to get it to like, what is this thing?
Yeah. Tell her that you are her new friends and get her to stop being so angry at me.
Ivory sniffs at it, and you know how Shelder has one of those kind of, what are they called? Not horns, but the things that stick out of the shell. Ivory kind of sniffs at it, licks it, and then begins to like gnaw on it a little bit.
Don't eat her.
I mean, maybe it feels good. It's kind of part of its shell, so I don't think you could actually like eat it.
Either way, that doesn't seem super healthy. For Shelder, maybe.
Ivory eventually stops.
Ivory, stop it. Come here.
Yeah, she comes over to you. Just kind of flicks her tail, Does a little
Just like
motion and
pat,
lays down.
like pats, yeah, pats his chest for her to like come up and lay on top of him
Yeah,
because
she
he's
will.
still laying in the sand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can always decide later. I can send, let's see. Yeah, tomorrow when we get back to town, I can send this guy to Professor Acacia if that's what we want to do. Till then, he can just hang out in my bag. Or girl.
Do you think in the morning I should try to catch another one because I screwed it up?
I don't think you screwed it up. I think you should have, like, fought it and then tried to catch it like a Pokemon
I
trainer.
just I wanted to get it to be friends with us, like maybe not the violent way, but apparently that's not what
I mean,
Pokemon want. They want to fucking die.
no. I think they want to be. I don't think it's scary for them. I don't think they. I mean, it probably can hurt, but
Right? That shit hurts. I don't want to do that every day.
I mean, it kind of like looks down at the Pokemon. They seem to bear it a little bit better than we do, so maybe it's different for them. Maybe that's kind of how they like show each other respect. Is they challenge each other to these feats of combat and strength, and whoever is stronger or faster or wiser or whatever is more advantageous in that situation is the the winner, and that's how they kind of figure out their pecking order. And so you kind of like bypassed all that just by dragging it to shore. Maybe she didn't like that. I don't know. Pokemon are I think they're deeper than people give them credit for, at least as far as their intelligence
It's fucking
goes.
weird.
I mean, it's a literal shell thing that can, attack and do a lot of crazy shit. It's definitely weird, but like in the coolest way possible.
Right?
And also, what we what we do as strangers is kind of come into their house and then like kidnap them essentially. So can't really fault them for not being too thrilled.
Sure. But then, we become friends and they want to hang out.
Yeah. And sometimes that's possible. Like, what happened with Kid and Zubat, even though that was just sort of like he stole your hat and you convinced him to, not do that, and now he's part of your team. But you have to kind of be able to talk to them, and I don't think you can talk underwater with your rebreather. It made the whole I don't know what you were planning to do.
Like I said, I was just planning to get it over here so I could talk to it and give it some
Yeah,
food.
but getting it here was going to make it angry. It didn't like that, did it?
Didn't have to. Could have just seen where things were going.
If a giant stranger came into your room and drug you from your bed and out into the street to have a conversation, would you be angry?
If it seemed like it had good intentions, I'd want to see where the fuck this was going, and then I could leave.
There's a dude in my room that slung me over his shoulder and begins to carry me down the stairs, but he
Yeah.
seems like he had
And he was
good
like, "Don't worry,
intentions.
man. I just want to be friends." Then I'd be like, "All right, I'll give this a minute, and if I'm not feeling it, then I'll just leave."
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever go to a big city, V. I'm begging you. You're gonna get kidnapped and sold into some like
Oh, myself.
Oh, for yourself. Okay.
you're gonna get your organs stole. Like, please, don't.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see why she was a little, perturbed. And maybe she'll feel better in the morning.
At this point, Pyra has decided that this is evidently like a if I fits, I sits kind of scenario. So she has climbed up on top of Shelder's shell and just kind of circled around
Hell
the
yeah.
little circly thing and then curled up on top of it.
Awesome. Make her feel welcome. Right. Well, I feel gross, and I'm covered in sand now, so that's great.
You are. Yes, absolutely. Also, it
So,
is all over under your shirt and in your underwear because you have been laying
he's
in
just kind
there
of,
and struggling
yep,
through the water.
awesome. So he'll sit up and grab Ivory and put her down, and then just walk back out into the water and try to rinse as much of it out of his clothes as possible.
Milo will look over at Kid. I know you're the one that's carrying the nice new tent, but can we let V just sleep in that one? I think it'll hold up against all the water and sand and everything better than my dad's. And I know, yeah, like, this is gonna be a mess. I think I'm just gonna sleep out in the like right here. Milo will just put his sleeping bag with his Pokemon.
I love the little sleeping bag.
And that's where he'll sleep. Yeah.
Whoop.
All right.
That way, when you come back all soaked, he can be like, just use the new tent, V. It's all yours. Get changed, clean clothes, and get some sleep, and yeah.
I'm going in there, and if one of you comes in here, I will kill you. And just goes into the new tent.
Okay. Ivory follows after you. I think probably Pyro will just sleep outside because she kind of opens one eye, glances at you, and closes it again. She's content to sleep on top of Shelter, evidently.
Poor
He
Shelter.
will also recall Aurelia before he goes back if she wants.
Okay.
She didn't seem to like hanging out in the water by herself.
She seems to be fine, like content. She's just
Yeah.
she
Okay.
is grumpy, so I think the fact that like you let her get hurt and then we're like, anyway. But she's fine where she is, or you can recall her. It's really up to you.
No, if she's enjoying the water, I'm gonna let her stay there because we probably won't be back near the water for a little while.
Okay. Then yeah. You kind of let her know that, she can walk around, and she kind of sinks back under the water. She'll probably go out a little bit further because it's really shallow where she was. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Just go hang out a little bit.
Yep. Alright.
That's all I got.
Cool. It's slowly getting to be even further into the night at this point, hitting 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Milo, you're settling down in your sleeping bag. Which one is it? Phoebe or Piper?
Piper.
Piper settles down on your sleeping bag, kind of fluffs up, tucks her head into her wing. Chester curls up kind of next to you. Lou as well on the other side of your head. It's gonna be probably the weather is not cold, so you in the sleeping bag with all these Pokemon around you, you're probably gonna get pretty hot halfway through the night.
Yeah, end up like turning the sleeping bag more into just like a laying mat.
Yeah.
Where you're just laying on the ground.
Yep. Kid, what are you doing, if anything?
I mean, he probably just kind of hang out, spend some time with the Pokemon before calling it a night and kicking back in the older tent.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. They will happily follow you in there. Froakie probably kind of enjoys hopping over to the water and kind of going in there and then hopping back. It's seawater, so she's not super fond of it, but it's better than nothing. Alright. Milo, since you're the one that's staying out, do you want to roll me a really quick perception check? Just for funsies?
It's like I'm just tying my hair up.
Only for funsies.
Yep.
I like funsies rolls. Natural 20.
Wow. You're beginning to go to sleep. It's really nice. The sea is really comforting. You're kind of staring into the fire, and then you glance out and you peek over at Shelter and Fennekin here, and you see that Shelter has opened her shell a little bit and stuck out her tongue, and then like slaps it down into the sand and uses it to drag herself along, but she only has a 5 feet moving speed, and Fennekin's on top of her. And Fennekin does not move. It's like a Roomba cat sitting on the Roomba scenario. So you just see them very, very slowly together, moving across the sand at a rate of like, I don't know, 2 feet per 6 seconds.
Oh no.
Just very slowly scooting back.
She looked to be distressed. Like,
Shelter?
yeah.
She's not distressed necessarily, but she's like, why am I here? Water?
What has happened?
And Fennekin is just like, I guess I'm doing this. But although Fennekin is slowly also beginning to look like, do I really want to go in the water?
Yeah, I guess I'll just watch.
Alright.
I really got nothing invested at the moment, so he's just curious to see what'll happen.
Okay.
What was the range on the? Can he use his ring to at least recall her Pokeball? Because I think it was just left in the sand. He just doesn't want to get up.
Yep, probably. I presume you took her Pokeball back, since you kind of... Yeah, you caught her and then you called her out. I thought the Pokeball was on your hip, maybe? But...
No,
okay.
he put it down in the sand before
see.
he walked away. So it would have just been like sitting wherever they were having that conversation, like down near the shore.
This is technically should be multiplied by 2, but yeah, I would say it's within range.
He'll just like tiredly raise one hand out and zoom. That way I can call her back. Alright, sleep.
Okay. You very sleepily continue to watch this very strange return to the ocean, as it were. At one point, Fennekin decides that no, she does not like this actually, and she reaches out and she begins to do the little like angry cat bap at Shelter's tongue. At which point, at which point Shelter just goes Shelter, and like shuts its shell again, and everything falls quiet. And Fennekin's like, "Yep, okay, this is fine now," and lays back down.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. And Milo will get himself up, and he'll go down. And just kind of like looking out over the water, he'll pick up Pyra, knowing that there's a chance he might get burned here.
Pyra knows it's you, so she's just kind of like... She's not happy about it per se, but she will do the thing where cats, they're just go ragdoll.
Yep. Alright, let's get you back to V, and let's let Shelter get some actual sleep tonight. Come on. And he'll bring Pyra over to V's tent. And like, V, if you're not asleep, I've got Pyra. Yeah, that's all I got. He'll just unzip the tent and kind of just put Pyra in, and then zip it up. Good night, sleep well.
V, are you asleep already or no?
How late after we like went to the tents and stuff was it?
That was probably another half an hour, 45 minutes.
Probably not asleep, but he's like hanging all his shit up the best he can to get it to dry out, and kind of like glares at you when you unzip the tent.
Okay. Pyra comes in.
Did you want me to hang those up, like, out here? No, do we have any rope?
Yeah, I don't know what we could.
I think Kid has some rope. I could string it between a couple trees and clothesline.
He just gives you like a really long look, just like, as long as you bring shit back to me before he wakes up.
Yeah, I'll have it back. It looks like I get up earlier than he does, so I'll have it back in the morning. Before, just get it all bundled up. I'll be right back. And then he'll go and And he'll walk next door to Kid's tent. Hey, Kid, can I borrow your rope for the night? Setting up something.
You just get like a groggy half asleep because he was definitely probably already asleep. Just points where he thinks his book bag is, and it's the opposite direction. But
Thank you. And he'll grab the rope and fashion something to the trees over here.
Alright. And V, as soon as you turn around, you see that Pyra has settled down directly in the middle of the sleeping bag, in the middle of your tent, and she does not look intent on moving.
Really?
Ever.
Your funeral.
Milo will come back for your wet clothes and hang them up to dry.
Alright.
Before Camp Mom finally goes to sleep.
V does the thing where you threaten to sit on your cat until it moves.
Roll an intimidation, and I'm gonna roll for Hold on. I'm gonna roll for Pyra for wisdom.
Intimidate your cat with your own butt.
Yep. Just it's getting closer. Getting closer.
Eventually, Pyra does that thing where she
Gonna
kind of
do
like
it.
opens her. She holds out for quite a while until you actually touch like part of her tail with your back, and then eventually she really, really slowly gets out from under you. But as soon as you lay down, she immediately kind of like curls up halfway on your head.
Fine. At least I have my sleeping bag.
Okay.
Okay.
Well then. Night comes to you all, and I don't know, we've been playing for, when did we start? Yeah, we've been playing for like 2 hours. Did you guys want to take a little break before going to morning?
Get a drink. Did we finish our long rest?
You did finish your long rest, so go ahead and roll your hit dice.
I didn't need to. I didn't get hurt yesterday.
Yeah, go you!
Wow, big surprise! I did. I think V has gotten hurt every single day of our adventure.
Rax, you poke a lot of shit.
Okay, I'm fine.
Milo will wake with the dawn, stretch, put V's clothes in his tent before anybody else wakes up, as long as APOM haven't stolen them in the night. I didn't think of that until literally right now.
God.
That
Oh God,
there are APOM
wait.
in these woods.
Oh God, hold on. I gotta roll for A-bomb. Okay, I'm just gonna roll 1d20.
Do
Here,
not.
can I,
On a 1 or a
let's
2? Hold on. On a 1 or a
Okay,
2, it's A-bomb time.
No. Oh my fucking God.
You can always count on me to roll below a 10.
it was guaranteed to happen with all the 20s that have been rolled tonight.
yeah, this,
Just,
he's in trouble.
Yeah, Milo, you walk out there and you're like, anyway.
you are dead.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
I would say they didn't steal, like, everything, because it's a 2 and not a 1. But you definitely notice that it is missing. Oh, boy, what should I do? What did you hang up specifically? Just the shirt and the jacket and what? Or I guess pants and jacket?
It was the shirt, your boxers. I don't know.
Pretty much.
Do you want a DM, Chekhov?
I will say.
mean,
Milo would.
For maximum funny, your boxers are gone. The boxers are fucking gone. What kind of boxers were they, V? Did they have funny print on them? Because that makes it better.
Just Pokeball print, probably.
Predictable, but classic. I like it.
Kind of like digs around the sand. Apom prints. Because they're hands. Shit. Okay, well, maybe he won't notice. It was one of the pair that it's fine. And he'll still just whatever did get stolen, as long as V can get dressed.
Man, hold on. I'm gonna whisper Chekhov because it really depends
I
how
know.
much trouble you're in.
I know. Oh, I'm aware. Milo is aware. But once once whatever is there is salvaged and in the tent, then he will go for a run, kind of
To get
up
away,
and down
go
the
for a
beach.
run and not come
No,
back.
no, he can't go very far because he's in wild Pokemon territory. So he'll take his Pokemon in his belt. He's gonna spend an hour running up and down the sand with Riolu to count as his bonding time.
Okay.
And like you can do that at the end of the long rest to give Riolu inspiration or Lu inspiration and hit dice, temporary hit dice today or hit points. I think it's like 2.
Yes.
But he'll do that for an hour before Kid probably starts to rise, and then they'll make breakfast. And await the wrath of V. Oh no. Where's my blue token?
Alright. Yeah. It'll just be the Pokemon underwear, the Pokemon print underwear. You have more of those, right? Right, V? You did pack more than one pair of underwear? Roll for foresight.
Probably.
No, I mean, Milo already saw this coming. He packed extras for V.
Alright.
We know that V has extra boxers because it was a point of I mentioned it.
Yeah, you did say that you were bringing more.
Uh-huh. Because you always need more. I figured they were just going to get dirty or torn. I didn't expect Apom stealing them, but there we go.
Monkey still.
God damn it. But yeah.
Well, whenever V wakes up, he'll be confused and concerned why Milo didn't bring his underwear back.
I mean, it's up to you whether or not you confront him about it. But when you get up, I mean, I don't know if Kid had anything he wanted to do when we got up this morning.
Nah, they just spent the morning hanging with the Pokemon, you know. Just relaxing.
Yep. We're just kicking back, listening to the waves on the shore when you finally rise from the tent. Probably because it's getting hot. Tents get really fucking hot.
Yeah.
I would
Like,
say
especially on the beach.
probably get rid of the tents. Get rid of the tents.
Get rid of them.
Milo packs up Kids. Like, they probably pack that one up together when Kid gets up, because that's his dad's, and he'll load that back in his bag, and then we'll wait for V to be done.
Okay. Alright. V, so yeah, you get up in the morning. Your clothes have been delivered to you, but also...
Most of them.
yeah. And I'm placing you guys back out onto the map. Just give me 1 second. Boop, 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 boop.
You say anything about it?
He probably gives you a weird look, but I guess not. If you don't bring it up at all.
No, he'll probably tell you that he thinks Apom stole your boxers. he'll probably at one point be like, so, sorry, but, the Pokeball boxers that, yeah,
That your mom got
Apom.
me?
Yeah, Apom stole them.
Really?
Yeah, I saw their little hand-shaped footprints. Foot-shaped handprints.
They steal clothes. What else can they steal from me?
I don't know, V.
Yes.
They took the cookies. Everything that my mom gives you is taken by them.
What do they have against your mom?
I don't know. He'll also hand the rope back to Kid so that he can keep it in his stuff. All right.
What?
So Sheila didn't run away.
Sheila
looks like.
made it to a little rock in the middle of the water and is still sitting. She is still closed. Like, you see her as you get up, Milo. You're like, where's the shelter? Oh, okay, she's right there. So she didn't make it very far. You think maybe it has something to do with the fact that also Aurelia's there, and Aurelia's just kind of floating around in the general vicinity. Well, you know.
Alrighty. Well, we want to hit the trail and see what we can find up north of here.
North of. So we went into, like, straight west, and then did we go straight west, like, to the ocean through the reserve? We're, like, on, like, the edge of it.
Yes, you're on the
I
other end
guess,
of the
right?
island, essentially, yeah.
Looks like there's a path into the woods up here. Or we could keep going down the beach, I guess.
I'm game for either or.
Yeah, I mean, do we have to catch a new shelter? Does she want to come with us?
He'll kind of shout out over the waves. Hey, Sheila! Did you decide what you want to do? Do you want to come with us? Do you want to just go home? And like, what do you want to do?
Milo, just for funsies, roll me a persuasion check. Or a charisma. Just a straight up charisma check.
Straight up charisma. 2.
Okay. When she hears your voice, you see the shelter turn around briefly, and you see her eyes kind of look over at you, then glance over at V, then glance over at the tentacle on the other side, and she just goes, "Koomp," and you see her fall into the water and just disappear from view.
Well, easy come, easy go.
Well, so now I have to catch another shelter.
I mean,
You-
sure.
You're probably gonna have to do
Alright.
that regardless.
So I guess we're gonna hang out here for a little bit longer. Hold on. And then did she heal last night?
That's a great question. I think Pokemon
Does she also need to use?
roll me
hit
a
die?
1d6.
I don't really
I think it's 1d6. 4.
Yeah. Plus anything or?
Plus con, so actually, her con's actually really good. Plus 3.
Yeah, she's a good con. So 6. She's not full health, I don't think, but
Okay.
better.
Better than before. I don't know how we're gonna do long rests with Pokemon. I think they should also get to heal. Even though in the games they kind of don't.
I mean,
don't know.
anytime that you like sleep in your bed or
Yeah, that's true.
something like that, you do.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it'd be cool if they just full healed and we slow healed, because it kind of helps add that kind of difference between humans and
Humans and Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Also, what level is she? She's second? Wait.
She's still first level. She hasn't really battled that much.
Okay, she did get 20 points of experience from Shelder. Because you battled Shelder and Koch. Well, you didn't catch Shelder. But I feel
Right.
like Aurelia still deserves the,
So now she
20
has
XP.
60 out of 200.
Piper got 20 when you sniped Phoebe from me, so that tracks.
Yeah. See, like I said before, like I like Aurelia and I want to use her, but I can't use her on land, so it's like hard to
And,
Just
train her.
Just train her to walk around like Toadstool does instead.
God.
No one ever asked for a land version of Tentacool.
oh,
Dude, I fucking love that thing. It's so goofy.
It's,
When it runs,
it is ridiculous.
Terrifying.
it is so great. I can hear the little plat 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 every time it runs in my head.
Clip, 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 clip.
Plop, 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 plop.
Right.
I will say.
Well, I don't know if we
yeah,
want to spend a whole nother like hour long of the session, but gonna send Aurelia out to go find another shelter, I guess.
I will say, it makes sense that, yeah, they would heal since you guys did get a long rest, so yeah, I may as well heal them back up to full. Why not?
Okay.
I'll give her back all
Get,
those.
get her to stir up like a school or something for us while she's there. 'Cause
Aurelia, you command Aurelia to go back out. Milo, roll me a perception check just for funsies while Via's standing on the beach, being like, "Go, my tentacle."
is there gonna be an apom running around with boxers on its head somewhere?
Okay.
God, I wish I'd rolled higher, because that is something I need to have a reality, but...
Unfortunately, no, you're kind of distracted by the fact that V is still like, well, I guess we're going again. V, you're staying on the shore this time, you're just having
breaking down camp.
Aurelia.
He's gonna try not to have to go in the water again, because I just dried out all my clothes again.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check for Aurelia, since she's the one out there. You're just looking for another shelter or for anything?
Specifically another shelter or cloister, I guess. Int 0.
Oh no.
Aurelia goes out into the water, and you see her disappear. Every once in a while, she pops up, pops back down, and then she goes down into the water, and she doesn't come out for a long time. And you're getting kind of worried, but hold on a second.
He just like slowly starts taking his like shoes off again and his pants.
Give me 1 second. I need to do something really quick. Because
Resignedly stripping again to jump back in the water.
Oh god. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna roll for something.
Okay.
Because a 0 is... Ooh!
You know.
God. Hold on. I got it. Hold on.
Gyarados.
Gyarados! That was my first shiny that I saw in Scarlet Violet. Was the shiny Gyarados.
Oh god, wait, hold on a second. I think I may have... Give me 1 sec. Hold on, give me 1 second. I am realizing that I have to really quickly double check something. Oh yeah, that's actually incorrect, technically, so... Give me 1 second, please!
Oh no.
All good. I'm just trying to figure out...
Because Aurelia went out looking for something, but something in turn may have found her.
Found her.
Aurelia. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Don't get V's jellyfish. Don't let it get devoured by something, please.
Please don't eat my jellyfish.
Well... Hold on, I'm going to have to roll again. That was still the same roll, but I'm gonna have to... Hold on.
The entire little coast right here gets displaced as a whale lord emerges.
Okay. Oh no. How many hit points does Aurelia have?
19?
Cool. Okay. Here's what
I
happens.
like that.
Okay, here's what happens. Aurelia goes out, disappears for a long time. You don't see her, and she doesn't see you. After a while, you're beginning to take off your clothes because you're like, okay, I gotta go in there and look for her. You're beginning to wade out into the water when suddenly all of you hear what sounds at first like a high-pitched whistle. And then out in the water, like far, far from shore, further than you anticipated it having to ever go. You see suddenly a beam of ice crackle up out of the water with a splash, and at the tip of it, you see Aurelia get launched,
Oh no.
and she fucking flies 30 feet and lands in the water. She's down. She's at 0 hit points.
Oh, good.
And
She
she's
was in
just kind of
range. Can you recall
floating.
her?
That is a good question. She went out quite far. Let me measure. This is supposed to be double. What's your recall range? Is it 60? Or is it 15?
Let me see.
I think it's 60 to recall and 15 to like throw it out. I think. 60 feet, yeah.
60 feet? Okay, if you wade out into the water far enough, yeah, you can just barely recall her.
Okay, I will do that.
Your pants will probably get soaked up to the knee, but yes.
He took his pants off.
Your great ball underwear this time. It was a package set. We were like 2 great ball and two Pokeball.
One
Oh.
master ball.
The Master
Pokeball?
Ball's the one you gotta look for. There's always like a chance that there's gonna be Master Ball boxers in there, but you never know. And no, we're not high enough level yet to have Ultra Balls yet. We're still teenagers.
So you wade out there and you recall Aurelia, and you see this bit of ice that is kind of still floating on top of the seawater slowly sink back down as it dissolves and goes away. You think she may have
Well.
been looking for something, but something may have found her instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it? Now I want to know. Was it a cloister?
Right.
Did you run into a cloister?
Probably.
Must have
Something more
been.
dangerous?
I mean, it was an ice beam. It's like a cloister, Lapras, maybe a Lapras. That would be fucking crazy.
Probably wouldn't have been underwater.
What
Probably cloister.
SR is a Lapras? Like, how bad would it fuck our shit up at
All of it, probably.
this point?
But yeah, V,
Okay.
you guys all experienced that, and it's just kind of quiet for a while.
Oh, you okay, V?
I mean, I'm fine.
Is Aurelia okay?
Sure.
She got hurled through the air, to the water. I don't think she's alright.
Yeah.
Seems. Yeah, she'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be fine. Just gotta finish exploring and then go back to town and use their Pokemon Center. Or I had this thought last night while I was staring out into the ocean. This is, and he kind of gestures broadly, the ocean. Do you think Dee could pick us up over here on this side of the island? How long would it take for her to get over here?
You know, probably, except for the fact that she refused to give me her phone number, so I have no way of contacting her.
I got her phone number, didn't I? Let me see.
I asked for it, and she did not give it to us.
She was just
She just told us to come back
yeah, she was like,
and
you guys
tell her.
can find me. Roll,
Right.
well, roll me
You
a
tried to
his-
get it. You tried to get it, Milo, remember? But she had the old like Nokia touchpad. It
Yeah.
was taking so long. You told her we'd come back and
Sure
just
fucking
find
tried.
her.
Yeah.
So no, we
remember
don't
that
really
now.
have any way to contact her. I mean, we could ask through Professor Acacia.
Could you tie a letter to your leg and send her off in search of Dee?
Hmm. Well, 4-hour hike back it is. Let's go see what's up north, unless you want to keep swimming around, V.
I mean, I it really
Has
wanted a
Sheila-
shelter.
I know. I was just about to ask. Has Sheila come back? Like, cause he still has the Pokeball. He just hasn't like.
Here's the
done
thing,
anything with
you rolled real shit perception, Milo. V, you can roll perception, and Kid can roll perception.
Is she just like chilling there and Milo just totally looked past her?
Oh, maybe.
1.
Hey.
Hold
the
on, I get
same
3 rolls.
numbers.
7.
You guys have no idea where Sheila is.
Great.
All right. Well, she made her choice, and I respect that. Still think that it would have been fun to see what you could make of a Shelter V, especially one that didn't instantly like take to you like your other Pokemon have. So I think it'd be fun to watch that challenge, but maybe one day.
Gonna sit here and look for shelters.
You're gonna sit there and look for shelters? Roll me an investigation check. Okay. V, you begin to just straight up in the water as soon as you put the Pokeball for Aurelio away. You lean down and begin to go through the sand in a kind of like crouched position, and your hands do hit something eventually as you kind of move over towards like this way. Your hands do hit something, you're like, oh my god, a shelter! And you lift it up out of the water, and the shell cracks a little bit, and there's a very angry pair of eyes staring at you that looks somewhat familiar.
Is it Sheila?
It's Sheila.
Cool. Come back here.
you
Just
put
like
her under
carries
your
her
arm.
back to shore. Yep.
Okay.
Like football, just carry her back.
Hey, look,
Alright,
you
found the
Sheila.
shelter.
Alright, well, since we're gonna
She'll
be...
have to do.
Wow. Also, your hand hurts like shit, V.
Yeah.
Just, you
Sure
cannot,
does.
if you are going to lob any Pokeballs today,
That's right.
it's gonna be a disadvantage.
I had forgotten about
Oh,
all
boy.
the,
Because
the
you'll have
fucking
to-
physical damage.
Yeah, you will have
Yep.
to throw them with your non-dominant hand.
Non-dominant. Oh, okay. Great.
They are swollen and they look real bruised. They don't look swollen enough to look like they have broken, but it ain't pretty.
So we had a roll of bandages and 3 uses of a first aid kit. Could we have used either of those last night to bandage V up, or to get him bandaged up this morning before we head out?
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of did.
yeah, you did bandage
You did
it up
bandage
last night.
them.
And it will help eventually, but
Yeah.
it's still gonna hurt.
It's about as
for
good
the
as
day.
it's gonna get.
Yeah, you don't have like an ice pack in there and no way to like ice it,
Mm.
short of finding a cloister and getting
That
bodied by
Ice
it.
beam?
Did Aurelia get frozen? Can we chip some ice off?
No, it seems to have been.
No.
And also, I realized that I kind of technically, hold on, I gotta look up a move to see what it actually looks like, because I kind of
Really?
just casually made it, and I was like, it's a nice type move.
Yeah.
Or Aurelia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she weak to ice. That probably hurt lots.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, she was weak to ice. Oh my god.
Yep.
That would have hurt
That
even
hurt
more.
lots.
I didn't even account for fucking. Yeah, no.
Sure
Oh,
did.
no.
That was
Wait, she's
literally
weak to ice?
Yeah. Or oh no, wait, she's resistant to ice.
Oh,
Other way around.
Resistant to ice. Is she?
It's,
Just double check.
I thought it
It
was
should
the.
be. It should be, because water's not weak to ice.
Yeah, I thought that was the.
I thought it was
I looked at the
poison.
wrong one.
Yeah, no, it is. It's resistant to bug, fairy, fighting, fire, ice, poison, steel, and water.
Okay.
Tentacle
Did it the other way
has a
around. So maybe
fuckload of
she did get one
resistances.
shot.
So she didn't.
Regardless, I would have
get
called her back.
Recalled her? Yeah,
like,
then she
yeah, when
looks
she got
pretty
fucking
hurt.
yoked.
Then in which case she took a total of 22 damage, so that would be reduced down to 11.
Yikes.
So she has.
Okay, so
currently
she
8
has
hit points
8
left.
hit points.
Yes. I did not think
Jeez.
about
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, but when she got yoked through the air, that he would have, like, run and recalled her,
that. Yeah.
regardless,
Danger.
so. Yeah.
Yeah. The ocean is a scary place. I have no water Pokemon with which to explore it, so I will leave it to its terrors.
I mean, once we get to back to the Pokemon Center, I'll trade you.
I mean, I kind of liked the Krabby. The Krabby was cool. I still don't know
Yeah.
if I would use him. I don't think we need that many water Pokemon in our party. Like, in our, cumulative, huge ranch of a party that's really dope to look at because we could just like have this massive horde of Pokemon.
It's only gonna get worse.
But I definitely want you to raise that one. So whatever you want to trade me for it, I will probably just leave
Sure.
it with Acacia for right now. But yeah.
All right.
Does she have to be named Sheila?
It's too late now. Milo's named her.
Yeah.
OT trainer. Or OT, I guess. Original trainer.
It'll grow on you, trust me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't think about that. I mean, it doesn't matter to me personally if you change the nickname. It was just sort of the first thing that came to mind when I caught a shelter. So I'll leave it up to the DM.
It's official. And also, it's funnier. All right.
Damn.
Do you recall Sheila, or are you just gonna carry her like a football with you everywhere you go? And who has what Pokemon
I mean, I don't
out?
I don't
Yeah.
have her Pokeball, so I can't do anything. So I'm just carrying her.
Once V gets back up to the shore, Milo will recall her into the Pokeball, and then he's gonna put that Pokeball in his backpack because he can only have 3 on his belt. And then his belt's down here,
Okay.
and Lou is out.
All right. In which case, V and Kid, what are you doing? Because V, Ivory, and Pyra are kind of playing in the sand. They're both getting super dirty, by the way. They're just rolling around, like, doing the play biting thing with each other.
That's fine.
Kid,
V has to take the next like 20 or 30 minutes to try to dry out again.
that's right. Kid, your Pokemon are they running around? Have you recalled any of them? What's happening?
Kid's probably just standing there, Froakie under his hat, Oddish in his hood, and Zubat hanging off his arm, and he's just trying to figure out which one wants to stay out for the day.
Zubat and Oddish are not super fond of the fact that it's super bright and sunny outside. Froakie's fine with this. She's chill. But Zubat and Oddish both don't really like bright sunlight, so they're all hiding. Even Zubat, who's hanging off of your arm, has kind of like tucked itself back, which is weird because Zubat doesn't have any eyes, so you're like, how are you bothered by this? So,
Why are you bothered by this?
All right, well, easy decision then. Y'all just chill out, relax on your balls. I'll swap you in once it kind of starts darkening a little bit, and he'll recall them, and he'll just keep Froakie out for now.
okay, sounds good. Alright, I will take those guys and build you a little Pokemon repository over here. Yes. Cool. And you guys set out. V, what are you doing? Who are you keeping out then?
Probably just Ivory, just for simplicity.
Okay.
So put Pyro away for now.
Pyro will go back into her Pokeball. Milo's moving his Pokemon around, being like, "Where?" Shelter's so much bigger than the others. I don't know why. There we go. Alright. And you guys set out along your way. Now, you can definitely explore this island in any way you want. I will say that, for example, if you want to look for interesting things, you can roll survival. Well, survival is more for surviving. I would say investigation and perception is both fine. It's just up to you which one you roll. And you can tell me if you're looking for, say, just something interesting, or if you're looking for a specific Pokemon.
I don't have anything in particular in mind, but I definitely wouldn't mind seeing something cool or strange.
Alright.
Look for weird shit.
Look for weird shit. Where are you going? Are you going back towards the little offshoot that you saw before, or?
I think Milo wanted us to go north, so I think we're heading that way up.
Alright. In which case, go ahead and whoever wants, roll me an investigation or perception check as you're going.
I want to perceive some weird shit.
Perceive some weird shit. Yes, perceive the weird shit. Alright.
Perceive weird shit.
Perceive the weird shit. Excellent. Everybody's perceiving weird shit. Okay. Earth, can you roll me just a straight up d20?
Four.
Okay. As you're going along, you're kind of walking down the beach, and at one point, you get further away from the beach and into the wooded area. The trees here are familiar to you, but you do see one that kind of stands out. The leaves are a different color and shape from what you're usually used to. And you then, as you come closer, see that there's actually something bright and very colorful hanging off of it. It is, let's see, what would be most appropriate? Yeah, it is like a really nice yellowish red peach color. There's several of them. They're kind of heart-shaped. Some sort of fruit, you think.
Oh hell yeah! Can I pick a couple?
For sure. You go ahead and spider monkey your way up there, no problem. I mean, yeah, I guess roll me an athletics check because it is a relatively high tree, but...
Hell yeah, baby! A
Alright.
fat 2 on that die.
What'd you like to see?
You get up into this tree, and it's actually, like, harder to climb than you imagined, and you do get up there, but by the time you get up there, you grab the branch and it shakes, and it is getting into fall, so the fruit aren't attached as closely as they ought to be, and just as you grab the branch, the tree shakes, and 3 of them fall down. 2 of them end up kind of splattering on the ground.
Can I have Riolu attempt to catch them out of the air? Like, as a reaction/training.
How far away are you? Because on the map it kind of looks like you're way farther ahead, or...
Oh, I mean, I didn't realize it was that tree. I was just moving my
Okay,
drink to
no,
the
that's fine.
tall grass.
Roll,
I figured
roll
we
me
were
a
walking
perception
together.
check to see if you were paying attention to whatever the hell.
See if I was paying attention. I just want to catch the fruit. We need more food. No!
Fruit ninja.
Another 2!
You were looking away when this happened. Kids started climbing a tree, and you were like, yeah, that tracks. Unfortunately,
Yep.
2 of the 3 fruit fall down and splatter. 1 of them actually survives. And when you climb back down, kid, you have yourself just a single one, but you have a pecha berry.
Hey, I'll take it better than nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Milo, since you are also rolling perception, go ahead and roll me. Are you looking for Pokemon or just random stuff?
Well, I was looking for weird stuff, but then I thought about it. I think I'm actually looking for stuff for Lou to fight.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me on the, yeah. Go ahead and roll me on the Pokemon table, so just roll me a straight up d20.
Find us a gang of Ninkata.
Right? 10.
10, okay.
No, weird thinking about it. I've always said Ninkata, but when you mention Ninkata, like, it makes
It makes more sense.
because it's a cicada, but like I've always
right.
said Ninkata.
Same.
I think I said Ninkata. I don't think I've ever just said it out loud.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even think about that. But damn, yeah. Okay. Alright. No, this is funny, actually. Milo, as you're kind of walking along, your eyes are scanning the trees for anything that you might be able to fight. Which is why you don't expect to see what you do. And you think for a moment, this is it. This is my internal karma getting to me. Like, this is my... this is my sense of guilt. Because you're pretty sure, flashing between the trees, you see a pair of familiar underwear.
He looks over at Lou, who's just sitting on his shoulder. Did you see that? Was that real?
Lou kind of hears, and then it flashes by again, and Lou, like, very seriously nods.
Alright.
Are we gonna go
Quiet.
beat up some more APOMs?
Oh, no.
Quiet as you can. I need you to go and get those back. Go on, buddy. I believe in you. He's just gonna send Lou to go try to chase down an APOM.
Okay. Go ahead, since Lou crouches down on the ground and begins to kind of sneak up to the tree to where you think you saw movement of those underwear. Can you go ahead and roll me a, no! I'm just trying to get the thing in there. Can you go ahead and send me a, stealth check. Stealth roll, please.
It's a 7.
Okay. Let me see if I can roll
Crack.
any better
Snap.
for...
Crackle. Snap.
Lou is doing his best, but his best is not the
How many
best.
levels do? We need to get level 4 so we can get these boys some feats. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, my Froaky's definitely picking up Protean as soon as we hit 4.
I was just like, nah, we need levels. I want APOM.
Yeah,
Let's
it's,
fight
it's
APOM.
true. We really do need to fight some stuff with our Pokemon again.
We're catching a lot of stuff, which is fun, but
That was
Right.
why whenever you were trying to get water Pokemon, I was hoping you could find a bunch of them to send up for us.
Maybe.
fight
Tried.
the horde.
All
Couldn't
right.
find anything, but I found Sheila again.
All right. Where is my perception for APOM? Wisdom. Okay, let's see if the APOM can roll any better.
Come on, wise APOM.
Wow, that was a natural one, yo.
Now you want.
That was a
Hey.
natural.
Yeah.
You watch Lou go over, and you're like, this is not very sneaky. He's doing his best, but there's a clear, like, rustling in the grass as he approaches. But for what it's worth, you don't think the APOM notices. As Lou kind of approaches, you sneak up behind him to get a better view, and you see that, yes, indeed, on top of this tree, on one of the branches, balancing and kind of doing a little dance, with its tail, on its tail is the pair of underwear that it's kind of swinging back and forth, and it looks like it put 2 of its, like, tail fingers, essentially, through the legs, and it is pretending to walk on them. On the branch. It's just having its own little, like, puppet show in the branches.
He just like looks at Lou across this gap, gives him like the, all right, go, get him back. And Lou's gonna try to climb up the tree and hit with a feint. He's just gonna hit him off the bat with a feint quick attack.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage because you're getting a sneak attack on this.
Okay, so it's a 22 to hit with the feint, and then natural 20 on the quick attack to run away.
Oh,
Of course,
wow.
oh yes, it's fine. I don't roll good damage ever, but it's 6 damage as Lou scrambles up the tree, like kick, jump, and then bam, just punches it in the back of the head, and then does like a little backflip kick off of it with its quick attack to get, onto the branch next to it.
All right, let's roll some initiative then, because yeah, you fucking.
We're also trying to be very quiet, so I'm like
Sure.
giving hand signals to tell him what to do because I'm trying to not reveal that I found the APOM.
Milo rolled me a stealth check just for that.
I want to see if I could get away with it.
And I guess V can roll a perception and Kid can roll a perception. That's a pretty good stealth.
Ooh.
Stealth fight. V, Kid, you're distracted with the berries. You don't notice a thing. All
V's
right.
probably over, like, looking at this tree and over here and stuff. Doing his own thing.
Doing his own thing, yeah.
He hasn't noticed anything from anybody.
From anybody. Okay, excellent.
Mhm.
And I guess Real has another attack though, because you did attack with the
Oh,
surprise
that's right.
round.
'Cause I
and-
now have I have the initiative now. Right?
Yes,
Sorry, my Discord's being
you're good.
just trying. What's that? Okay. Another combo.
Yep.
They shouldn't be at advantage, but it's a 16 and a 14.
I was gonna say, yeah. Hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta double check really quickly. I think that hits both of them. Yes, they both hit.
All right, there we go. That's a
Ooh.
little bit better on the feint. There's 11 normal damage
Dang. Okay. I don't...
and 4. Ooh, that was max damage.
Ooh.
It's
Hell
15.
yeah.
Too.
Get it?
Alright.
It's just a throat punch and then just this really quick back kick across the face. It just like slaps him with his paw, and then he's gonna try to grab the boxers.
Okay.
He
You have...
starts going unconscious, but
Okay,
yeah, I don't really
that's
have.
gonna
anything
have to be
this
the
turn.
grab is gonna have to be on the next turn because yeah, you've been doing damage. But yeah, this Apom gets fully bodied, grabs onto the branch to hang on, and as it's hanging, Riolu, treating this as a kind of punching bag that's hanging off of the tree, just begins to wallop on him. This dude's not having a good time. He already looks like he's in the red. However, just like basically flailing, it is going to let's see. It is going to go ahead and scratch attack as a retaliation.
Scritch.
Scritch, scritch, scritch. That is an 11 to hit.
I have an AC of 12.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Matrix dodge out of the way.
Yes, absolutely. All right, that's all this Apom can really do. Well, it can move, but it's not going to. It knows that it's gonna fucking die. Go ahead and what is he really trying to do?
He's gonna try to grab for the boxers
Okay, go ahead
with
and
his action.
sure, make me a dexterity check, and the Apom will make an opposing dexterity check.
8. Go away, Pop. Oh, that's
15.
double digits. 15.
Yeah. As Rioli tries to grab for the boxers, the Apom's like, "No, this is mine!" and immediately like tries to
Mine.
scramble back onto the branch. 12 will not hit, unfortunately. The quick attack misses as the Apom is scrambling away, realizing now that its treasure is being targeted.
Treasure.
Yep, that's the target. Okay, but that's it. That's his turn.
And this thing is going to go ahead and suddenly begin to scratch at the branch and is going to do a sand attack for you. Go ahead and
Okay.
make a con saving throw, DC 12.
Let's see. It's 14.
14, okay, saves. However, at the same time, this Apom is going to try to essentially run away. However, because of its runaway ability, it cannot be the target of an attack of opportunity.
Oh,
So you see it beginning to scramble back up in the tree and leap onto the next branch. Let's see, what is its movement? It is 30 climbing. 1,
30 climbing.
2, 3. Hold on, I gotta double check. What is my... So from here, it wants to go... It can go pretty fucking far. Yeah. You begin to see it go branch to branch, and it leaps across, runs through this tall grass, and begins to scramble up this next tree.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's pretty much... I think it can probably go... Yeah, because it was here. But where's my measure? Where's my measure? Where's my measure? I need like 15 feet, yeah. It's about... Whatever 15 feet is, that's 30 feet.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Milo, who has been kind of crouched under the trees here, this grass is going to start darting through the grass towards Apom. Lou will jump onto his shoulders.
Okay.
Like, that's because where he rides.
Okay.
Milo has a 35-foot movement speed and a 35-foot climbing speed. Because he's, Rager. So I'm going to dash with his action to get him all the way up after the Apoms. It's like 30 feet to the trees. And so,
Oh, yeah, dude.
basically, he just gets Lou under his shoulders, and because Lou's so tiny or small, he's just carrying him like a mount.
Yeah.
And then he'll scramble up the trees, and then with Lou on his shoulder, we'll do a quick attack.
Okay.
It's a 7.
That's a 7, unfortunately. Milo, you book it. V and Kid, roll me another perception check each, please.
Yeah, this is not quiet. This can't be stealthy at all.
You still don't really notice. You guys glance up and you just
Nope.
see Milo running across the tall grass going, no, 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 no. You're like, well, he's having
Alright.
fun.
Yeah,
Up
that's
into a
fine.
tree.
Okay. This Apom is going to probably keep going? Yeah, it's going to use its full movement. Hold on. You see it scramble further up the tree and then leap off, and it's going to go here, and it is going to attempt to hide.
Okay, right, that's smart.
Hold on. I need to see how well it hides. It doesn't have stealth. Okay, 18. So you no
Pretty
longer
well.
see it. It disappears into another tree. You know the general direction of where it went, but you're not sure, and you no longer see the underwear because it is literally like holding them in its hand tail as like in a fist. Go ahead
I
and
hate it.
you'll have to roll
hate
me
it.
a perception in order to see if you can see anything else.
This is a 6.
No, you don't.
Let's see.
Wow.
What does
Riolu.
Oh, it's a 15. It would have been so good.
Riolu dashes over and kind of like looks from your shoulder. Well, Riolu's on your shoulder already. Well, no, it attacked with a quick attack. Begins to look over, thinks it sees movement, kind of dashes over, but you both lose track of it. You don't see it anymore.
Falls out of the tree. I'll find you.
Yeah.
I'll stop you. You monster. Hey guys, there are Apom in the woods, so if we want to fight and train, we can definitely probably rustle some out and beat them up.
Faintly from the back, just fucking hate Apom.
I know, I do too. They're pretty terrible.
Let's see, 250.
And run away and get no experience. Oh, I do get experience.
Well, because it does run away. God damn it, I don't know.
Did run away, yeah. It's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. It ran away. Sorry. No experience.
No, it's all
for you
good.
then.
Half experience.
Luke and
I mean,
Half-
we're gonna go rustle up some more Apom. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get Ryolu some experience.
Oh yeah.
This Apom. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Pokemon, especially Pokemon that have run away, they're gonna run away from you sometimes. Unfortunately, they're just like, and it would have maybe
They're
stayed to
just
fight you, but you tried to
assholes.
take its beautiful treasure. So
I had a concern as to what would happen to the boxers if it went unconscious, because we've seen them they just disappear when they go down, so I don't really know, and I was like, gotta secure them before we kill it. Oh my god.
all right. Well, Kid and V, you look up and you're both like, huh, Milo's out of breath and looks slightly sad.
That's weird. Just looking for something weird.
You guys ever just climb a tree because it's fun in there? Because, man, do I like climbing trees sometimes.
I guess.
Good recovery.
Thanks. Looks like the path continued. Does it continue that way too?
It does continue this way. You see that this is, well, this way is actually like a, god damn it, that's not reveal! This is a little bit of just a little alcove in the forest, essentially. It does not continue. V, you rolled me a perception check earlier before the whole battle thing went down. What did you roll?
Yeah.
14.
Yeah.
Are you looking for Pokemon, or are you just looking for cool stuff?
He's looking for cool stuff or like weird Pokemon, I guess. Not the usual like foresty Pokemon.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 1d20,
If
please.
there's anything interesting.
Fucking run away, giving them no attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, how do you think I feel with Quick Attack?
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
Like, what happens to me though?
Okay. V, you continue to kind of look, and you are looking for weird stuff. So what catches your eye in the sea of green and tall grass in this kind of jungly environment is a glint of red, a little bit deeper into the forest that you see. just kind of laying between the leaves, the shrubbery.
We'll definitely go check that out.
You wade in there and you see, at first you're like, oh, it's the little mushroom dude, maybe it's like a Paris or something. But as you lean down, you see that the glint is actually more metallic than anything, and as you reach forward and brush the leaves out of the way, you see a Pokeball.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Seems to be still working, it's not broken or anything.
And if he opens it, it's just an empty, usable Pokeball?
Yep. Nothing comes out.
Hell yeah.
You click the button, it pops open. Yeah, seems to be intact. Doesn't seem to be occupied by anything.
Yes! My search for Pokeballs has continued.
So add a Pokeball to your inventory.
Oh, yes. Hell yeah.
Okay. As you walk past Milo, who is a little bit crestfallen, but not that much.
Randomly climbing trees, apparently.
Well, you know,
That's nice.
it's how Milo does. Milo, he's a weird kid
Yep.
anyways. What can you do?
Yep.
Rude, dude. Rude.
Yeah, he doesn't even question it. He just walks past, looks at him, and just okay, keeps walking.
All right. But yeah, the path continues. There's a little alcove in the trees, but it seems to be just, you know, just a little field full of tall grass and more weeds. Where are you guys going next? I guess you can continue.
I guess keep going north, right? Because if this is a little alcove, we can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. As
See what we can find out this way.
as you head further out, you see that you've come out to another kind of clearing. So immediately to your left and right, as you go around this corner, you see a relatively tall tree, evidently much older than any of the other ones here, and there's a little clearing. And then you also see and you hear the water sounds kind of returning a little bit, and you think you might be getting closer to the shore again.
Water's probably
Interesting.
off to the left.
I would hope
Towards
so.
the beach. Big tree. You think this is where the...
It's a big ass tree.
You want to climb that one too, Milo?
If I was a betting man, I would bet you there's probably a bunch of something up there.
Is
Hell
it
yeah.
Apalms?
Milo will climb the tree. He'll just jump onto it and just start 35-foot climbing speed, climb the fucking tree. I'm gonna abuse the shit. Like I am. Swim speed makes sense, but it says swimming and climbing. That's crazy.
That is crazy. You literally just spider walk.
Yeah, I am more mobile than a lot of Pokemon. Like
Milo.
they just ride on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
You begin to
Maybe
scale the
he is.
tree without a problem.
Maybe
It
you are the Apalm.
does have a lot of like footholds and climbing holds and everything, and you walk up in there. Go ahead and roll me another d20, please.
Let's see. What is up here?
More Apalms.
11. Okay. Interesting. You begin to climb up the tree, and you get further and further up, and here's what you do find. Actually, no, roll me another perception as well, just for funsies,
Today's perception. 11.
Okay, not bad. You don't notice Pokemon necessarily. However, as you climb further up the tree, you realize that amid the leaves, the same exact color, also green, which is why it's a little bit, difficult to notice. You notice a berry of some sort hanging from the branches. There's a lot of them, actually. It's round, and it's divided up into kind of sections. It's not something you've ever seen before.
I will pick as many as I can safely gather, like half a dozen or so,
Okay.
and put them in my bag before climbing down the tree.
Okay. Without metagaming, but write down in your inventory 5 tanga berries.
Manga berries.
And then as you are gathering these up, you sit yourself down kind of on a branch, reaching for them. And off in the distance, you see something else kind of interesting. As you're glancing over this way, further north rather, to see like, oh, where can we possibly potentially go? You see a flash of color that you wouldn't expect. It's some sort of tarp. Yellow, orange and white. It looks almost like a little tent or something to that effect, essentially, set up over in this direction. Yes. Oops, I can't click. Why can't I click? Over in this direction. Yes.
Alright. Interesting. He'll kind of just like slide down the side of the tree like a monkey and just kick
Actually,
off.
That's weird.
For Milo's thing, yeah, I'll just go ahead and reveal this here.
Ooh, okay.
Interesting.
Saw something up
Definitely
there.
gotta go
That's
check
like
that out.
Yeah. Definitely something. I like something. I also found these, and he holds out the weird berries.
What are they?
I don't know. But there were a bunch of them
Wow.
growing up there. Let me see.
You can
Are
roll
they
a nature check if you'd
edible?
like to identify them.
Let's see. Oh, it's okay.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
Let's see.
For some reason, you know exactly what this is.
Let me. And he takes out his guide.
Milo's great grandpa actually named these berries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes.
You.
Tanga Walker.
Yep. Milo, you flip open your book, and it is like that time when, I don't know, Matt Mercer just opens up the PBH and just is immediately in the correct page. And you're like, oh yes, Tonga berries. You know that these berries are indigenous to the area. They are very effective at keeping away bugs. And mechanically what this means is if your Pokemon carries this berry on them and eats it when it gets attacked by a bug-type move, it will take only half damage from that move.
Okay.
So one time it
Alright.
halves the damage from a bug-type attack. If your Pokemon is carrying that berry. It's not like, they get attacked and you have to run over and feed them the berry.
Right.
They have to have it on them. And you guys do know that there are specific, like, I don't want to say collars, but essentially for most Pokemon, depending on what their physical properties are, they make kind of like collars or little harnesses where you can just kind of put the berry in there for the Pokemon to have immediately for battle. Yep.
Sounds good. Yeah, it says that these are really good against bug-type Pokemon, so if we find ourselves in a place like with a Nincada swarm, these could be really useful. But I don't think we have to worry about them swarming. They said that they're here just to be preserved, so it's kind of the opposite.
Right.
But I also saw a big, like, tarp or a tent or some sort of, like, booth or stand or something.
In the
could be a part of
forest?
a boat? Yeah. Over this way. Over the way Kid's heading. And
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, let's go check it out then.
Okay. Kid leads the way, and Kid, after only a short hike, because it's a pretty open area over here, you begin to head a little bit uphill, but you see at the crest of this hill that indeed there is a tarp-looking thing, and it's attached to a little stand. It looks like a little sales stand, essentially. And as you get closer, you see that it's not occupied by a person immediately, but then after a while, you notice that there is a hat sticking out from kind of behind the thing. So somebody's in there, but just like sitting down or resting on the ground.
Yeah, I think somebody's here.
What are
Hello?
they doing out here?
As you say that, the hat moves and there's a clunk, and a voice says, "Ow, ow, oh, what? Yeah. Oh, hello," and the hat pokes out, and you see a kid. Well, a kid. Somebody about your age, maybe a little older, pop out from behind this booth and essentially look at you and go, "Oh, hey! Sorry about that. I was sleeping. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm new to this. You passing through?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah.
Why are you here? Question mark.
Oh, I am oh gosh, hold on. Right. No, I have a thing for this. Hey,
I believe
my,
in you. You can do it.
thanks. Oh no, hold on, I lost it again. No, okay, I found it again. Hey, my name's Barry, and do you like jam? Because I have it.
Wow.
And then
This kid actually laughed out loud as he said.
and then he kind of like looks at all of you expectantly. He goes, "Wait, shoot! I forgot the sign. Hold on!" And he dives under the little stand again and pulls out what appears to be a handmade sign that says "Barry's Jam," but it's spelled like this. Hold on.
Wow. This is certainly something.
Don't.
And puts
Just
it
give
like
it a
on the
second.
stand, and be like, yeah, I make jams out of berries, and also my name's Barry, so it's kind of funny. So you guys want to buy some
Crap.
jam?
I mean,
Wow.
yes, but there is a rather small catch, very small, tiny, and that's the
Yeah,
size
we're
of my
broke.
wallet. Yeah, we don't have a
Yeah.
lot of money, but I
Oh.
did get some berries out of those cool trees, so maybe I could trade you some berries for some jam, and then you could use these berries to make more jam than you trade us, and in the end, I don't know.
Oh,
Or I could go get more. Like these trees seem to be pretty climbable.
he looks at you and goes, "Oh, sure. What did you find?"
These, and he'll
A
take out one of
berry.
the tank of berries.
Okay.
Just up in one of the big trees over there.
Oh yeah, those are the tanga trees. Yeah, we. Oh, this is great. I usually find them laying on the ground, and sometimes they're crushed or they're just kind of picked apart by bird Pokemon. But these look really nice. They're really ripe. Yeah, I'll buy them off of you. And I'll throw in some oranberry jam for free if you want.
Does it do anything? Is it just for eating?
Well, it's good for eating if you're a human. And he dives under the shelf and pulls out some jars. They look like little homemade jam jars, essentially. They're about the size of oranberries, so they're not very big. But he sealed them up, and it looks like there's like something inside of there that is very blue. They kind of look like blueberry jam jars. But he sets down 3 of them, and he goes, yeah, I can give you money, or I can give you just these 2 for in exchange for the 5 tanga bears if you want. Humans can eat it if you want, but it's also good for Pokemon. It restores some health.
Does sound useful.
Yeah. I have to ask, why are you here
Well,
in
what
the
do you
middle of
mean?
the Pokemon Reserve?
Oh,
Seems like a weird place to set up shop.
well, he kind of blushes a little bit and goes, well, I'm, kind of a trainer. Well, I was a trainer, and I just, I was
Wait, what do you
looking.
mean was?
Well, I've decided to change careers. He kind of does like a little air punch in an attempt to maybe
But
sound more
but wait,
convincing.
So
do you
you
have
don't want to
Pokemon? Do you
battle?
want to fight?
Yeah, you don't want to battle us, is what you're saying?
Uh, well, I'm not big on battling. It's kind of why I'm
Why not?
here. Uh, uh, you want some jam?
That's besides the point. Do you want to battle or not? Why are you afraid of battling?
I'm not afraid of battling. I just don't really like to do it. Look,
Why not?
um, Well, it's like I used to battle and stuff, and then just it was kind of, you know, I don't want to say boring because it sounds like maybe you like battling, but it's just not my thing. So I decided, hey, this is an island that doesn't really have a super functioning gym, so not a lot of trainers are gonna come here and bug me. And then I settled here, and then I was like, oh, there's a lot of berries, and I think I really found my calling with making jam, and now I make jam.
I mean, that tracks.
Well,
It makes sense to me.
In the middle of all of this, there's a little flutter of wings, and down from kind of inside the little tent stall that he has set up here, you see a small Pokemon actually descend and land directly on top of his head and begin to stare all of you guys down. It's a little bit unnerving.
What is it?
Pokedex.
You whip out your Pokedex V immediately. If you want, Milo and Kid, you can roll me Arcana to see if you know what it is before it actually.
I have to, because I want to see how many times it can happen.
All right.
It's crazy.
I'm glad you're getting these 20s up to date and not like when
Yeah,
we're
right.
fighting a
That's-
dragon.
God.
True, instead of tomorrow.
Me too. Yeah, it is
Oh,
better
you
today
murder
than
us.
tomorrow. But man,
Wow. Well, Milo, you know what it is immediately. And it's really weird that Kid doesn't seem to recognize it. Because you know for a fact that this is a Johto Pokemon. This is a Natu. That's just landed on his hat. That is staring at you, and a second later, as V points his Pokedex at the bird, it says the same thing, that it is called Natu.
Look,
I mean-
maybe you weren't having fun with battling because you were doing it wrong.
What do you mean?
I don't know, who were you fighting? Maybe they just were, I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe you need to switch things up a little bit and try different things.
Well, look, yeah, I guess maybe that's true. I don't really like fighting with most trainers. They're just really into it, and I don't know, you guys.
Come on, kid.
Besides, the gym's
We're gonna have fun.
but the gym's broken. We can't use the gym.
We're not gonna tell anybody.
What?
Would you tell anybody?
No, I don't. V, roll
Look,
an intimidation
how about-
check.
You
I
fight
love
one of
I love
us.
this man as much as anybody, but you're coming across as very thuggish right now, V. You might want to dial it back.
I just want to see what his Pokemon can do. Battle us, and we'll buy some of your jam.
I mean, I'm actually really curious about the jam, because something that could heal us would be really nice. But
Okay, well,
I
either
also
way,
really
we'll buy
wanna
some of
try
the
these-
jam.
I hold on, I gotta roll for this. Poor man. Give me 1 second.
Maybe we are the bad guys.
Here's the problem. There's 3 of us and only one him.
He's not-
So
Trying to be a dick. He just wants to fight.
He's just
I want to
like,
have like another trainer battle.
um,
The problem is we're a group of 3. Like we gotta encounter
Yeah, he
other
only
people.
has to battle one of us. He doesn't have to battle all of us.
Yeah, but I don't want to just sit here and watch one of you battle.
I don't mind. I just had my little run on with the A-Palm, so I wouldn't mind if Kid or V took it from there. I also
we
don't
could-
mind
We could double battle. He could be
Milo
one of
wouldn't
your
mind
partners.
joining him. Yeah, like I wouldn't mind being on his team, and then we could 2v2.
That sounds better.
Hell yeah, double battle us.
I mean, look, if I battle, double battle, that's like double the
Yeah,
battle.
you can battle with another, but you battle with another person, and that's even more fun.
I don't
It's
really.
like
on your
double
team.
the battle.
Come on, I'm sure your Nachi wants to show you how strong it is.
Look, I can battle one of you, but I don't really
Battle
want to.
us
He
with
rolled
one
a
of us.
14, so the intimidation is like right neck and neck. So he's gonna push back a little bit, but he's like, look, I'm not really fond of double battles. If you guys want to battle each other, I'm all for that. I'll sell you some jam after your
We've
Pokemon
already
get
done
hurt.
that.
And look,
Oh,
if it leaves you, if you can just, I'll battle you, and then you gotta promise to leave me alone.
I just want to
These
see your
sounds like we're bad
Pokemon,
people.
kid.
How about this? Let's just make the trade for the jam and the berries ahead of time, and that way, if things go bad from here, I can still have some of this awesome-looking jam that I'm very tempted to get.
I'll give you the jam as long as you give me the Tanga berries.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Oh, okay, excellent. Okay, thank goodness. Thanks. These are great. Wow, how did you get that far up? Because I've tried to climb that tree and it's like really, whew, it's up there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna head back up there after we sort all of this out. Because I do want to have a battle, and I don't mind battling my friends, but
But we've already done that. I already know what your Pokemon do.
I know.
I don't know what his Pokemon do. Or what he
Uh,
has. You got a Natu. Do you have anything else?
yeah.
Like what? Be proud of your Pokemon, kid. Show me.
No, I'm proud of them. I just don't really like to use them to battle. It's violent and, I don't know. It's just not my thing. Do you
They
want
have fun with it.
to... fine, I'll battle. He kind of looks around and goes, I don't... we should probably go down to the beach.
Beach battle.